It is a stormy night in 1816. In a quiet villa near Lake Geneva, a young woman begins writing a story that will change literature forever. A story that will haunt our dreams and challenge our understanding of what it means to be human. Her name is Mary Shelley, and her creation is Frankenstein. This tale of ambition, life and death wasn't born in a peaceful study, but amidst one of the most unusual summers in history. The year was 1816, infamously known as the Year Without a Summer. A massive volcanic eruption in Indonesia had filled the atmosphere with ash, darkening the skies over Europe and causing relentless rain. Trapped indoors at the Villa Diodati, a group of brilliant, restless writers sought to entertain themselves. The group included the charismatic poet Lord Byron, the radical Percy Bysshe Shelley, his young partner Mary, and the physician John Polidori. To pass the dreary days, Byron proposed a challenge. Who could write the most terrifying ghost story? For days, Mary struggled for an idea. Then, one night, she had a waking dream, a vivid nightmare. She saw a pale student of unhallowed arts kneeling beside the thing he had put together. She saw the hideous phantasm of a man stretched out, and then, on the working of some powerful engine, show signs of life and stir with an uneasy, half-vital motion. She had found her story. At only 18 years old, she had dreamt of a scientist who dared to bring life to the dead, a modern Prometheus, a man who played God. Her vision was not just a simple ghost story, it was a seed that would grow into one of the most profound tales ever told. 2 years later, in 1818, the world was introduced to Frankenstein, or the modern Prometheus. Published anonymously at first, many assumed it was written by a man, perhaps even Percy Shelley himself. The novel was an instant sensation, but for reasons far deeper than mere fright. It was a revolutionary work, blending Gothic horror with the emerging genre of science fiction. More than that, it was a profound philosophical reflection. The story forced readers to confront uncomfortable questions about the limits of human ambition and the grave dangers of scientific progress devoid of morality and compassion. The book's central tragedy is not just the act of creation, but the creator's abandonment of his creation. Victor Frankenstein, horrified by his success, rejects the being he brought to life. This creature, intelligent and sensitive, is left to navigate a world that fears and despises him. He is often mistakenly called Frankenstein, but he has no name. He represents the ultimate outsider, a soul grappling with profound loneliness, rejection, and a desperate search for identity and acceptance. The novel masterfully asks, who is the true monster here? Is it the grotesque-looking creature, or the man who created him, only to cast him out into a cold, cruel world? The story's power was too immense to be confined to the printed page. Within just a few years of its publication, Frankenstein leaped from literature into the footlights of the theater. The first major stage adaptation, Presumption, or The Fate of Frankenstein, premiered in London in 1823 and was a runaway hit. These plays often simplified the novel's complex themes, focusing on spectacle and horror. The creature, who was articulate and philosophical in the book, was frequently portrayed on stage as a mute, lumbering brute. This transformation began the long process of shifting the public's perception. The creature became less of a tragic figure and more a symbol of pure fear and fascination. Adaptations spread across London, Paris, and even to America, captivating audiences and ensuring the story's place in popular culture. Even then, the central debate continued to fuel public discussion. Who was the real monster, the creature, or its creator? Then, in 1931, a new medium gave the story its most iconic form. Universal Pictures brought Frankenstein to the silver screen, and in doing so, created a legend. Director James Whale's atmospheric film, combined with Jack Pierce's groundbreaking makeup, gave us the image that is now seared into our collective consciousness. It was actor Boris Karloff's portrayal that truly defined the character for generations to come. With his flat-topped head, bolts in his neck, and a deeply tragic expression, Karloff's monster was both terrifying and sympathetic. He was a powerful, misunderstood being, a destructive force born of loneliness. The film transformed Shelley's philosophical figure into a global pop culture icon, forever linking the name Frankenstein with dark and stormy nights, crackling lightning, bubbling beakers, and the thrilling hubris of mad science. Today, more than 2 centuries after that fateful dream, the name Frankenstein is more alive than ever. It has become a shorthand for any creation that escapes the control of its maker. The story's themes echo in our most advanced fields, from discussions about the ethics of artificial intelligence and robotics to the moral dilemmas of genetic engineering. Mary Shelley's warning about the responsibility that comes with the power of creation is more relevant now than she could have ever imagined. Her vision continues to resonate through modern times, reminding us that with every great leap forward, we must also consider the consequences. Over 200 years later, Frankenstein remains far more than just a tale of horror. It is a timeless reflection of humanity's eternal desire to push boundaries, to challenge nature, and, ultimately, to understand the very essence of life itself. A story born from a nightmare has become an enduring part of our cultural dreams. If you enjoyed this exploration into literary history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more timeless stories brought to life.